When we're talking about rural development now, much of what we dwell on is on agriculture. Okay? So last time we looked at some main points that highlight how rural development in Malawi stands. We have looked at what rural development is. And now we are coming closer and closer to a deeper understanding of what rural development is for a third world country like Malawi. Okay. Malawi is considered as one of the poorest countries in the world. But there have been many strategies put in place, suggested so that we could move out of that third world country. Okay, so the whole concept of rural development in Malawi is aimed at improving the lives of people in the country. We have mentioned previously that the development that is sustainable, the development that is lasting, is that where a person develops in the mind. So when the mindset has been fine-tuned in the positive way, then whatever has been imparted in the person remains forever. That even if we bring about infrastructure development, if the mind is able to take care of the infrastructure, that's what we are calling development. Okay? Now, when we talk about the rural development in our issues of projects, okay? The rural development projects that have been brought forward in rural areas, which would bring about development. Okay? And so we were talking about how projects are normally given to people, how projects are normally awarded to different communities. In most cases, people do not need what they are offered. Maybe another community might have needed the project that may have been taken to a certain community, because the money has been funded somewhere and then it has to be used to that particular community without doing a proper survey of whether the people need that particular project or not. So that is what has brought about the rural development project in most cases to only favor those who have got their own intention but not benefiting the people on the ground. What has been happening when we look at the rural development project? People have not been consulted in most cases whether that project is going to happen or not. People have not been sensitized on the importance of the project so that they own it. That after the project they are able to spend it. We were looking at issues of a borehole, for example. You bring the borehole to us, and all you did was to bring some machines and sink the borehole, okay, and launch it, feed everyone, and then they say we have brought development here. Yes, it could be called development, but what about the sustainability of that borehole? That when people damage it, they are not able to repair it. And so our perspective is we're going to still be looking up to those who funded the project to also help us again. Rural development project. This is one of the things that has made it a very big challenge for projects to survive in the country. Because people are made somehow to depend on the people that have helped us, on the donors. Where is the sustainability plan? And the rural development project fails or have of ownership. We do not own the project. And so that spirit of dependability continues. That once it's done, you give me another one. So it's like the behavior of the child. You ask as a child something from your parents, and you always believe they always have what I need. And so when they do not have, what happens? It's after all, I didn't even want the project, you know. I did not ask you to bring that project. I was okay taking water from the well. I was okay drinking water from the river. I never died. That's the perspective that the rural people have. The comfortable in their zone of suffering. So it doesn't matter. And this is what has made the rural development projects to fail in most cases. To you think because the money was funded, yes, you have sensible, you have done whatever projects you were asked according to the project guidelines to implement. Yes, you implement. But what we are saying is that the people really owning the project. That is the biggest problem. And so most projects have ended up failing because we do not sensitize the people. Okay? So what is needed to work with those that are going to use the resource so that we have continuity, so that we have sustainability. Those are the projects we're talking about. If you give it to me and tell me that once it fails, it ends. We're not going to give you another aid or help. I'll be responsible. Okay? Madam.
What if you're going to that area as you say, what we need to study in many of African people, especially different things, like the other things they're saying, names to go, and the other things they're saying, more for anything that you want to do something new. So, according to their idea, what I do is you go there with another condition. People are having different ideas.
So, people are having different ideas. You ask them first, write their points down. And you also suggest what you have. Okay? So, yours should not be the priority. Because it's them who need or who want what they want, who need what they need. You may see the need, yes, okay? If it's already been funded, explain to them. If we bring this project here, it's going to work like this, like that, like that. And at the end of the day, you will need to own the project. If you do not own the project, then the money has been spent in them. Would prefer to take it elsewhere, where people will be responsible at the end of the day. Okay? Yes. So you need to engage them. Let them feel we are a part of this. So that if it fails, we all have failed. But if you just impose it, it will be like, it's project Yalojist. It's a project for Mr. Yamaka. It's project for Cheryl. Once they start saying that they don't want it, and so the money is just being wasted. We have seen big, beautiful buildings, like just lying idle. This property is not for sale, but it's not being used. That's the wastage. So people have to be involved, invested, until you come to a point of agreement. Yes, we can go for this. You have them as somebody who is enlightened, who is educated, who is a specialist in your field. If you are saying that we need gloves, for example, right? Okay. Can we use the money that has been funded to buy gloves? Or can you make gloves for yourselves as a community? So that we use this other money for something else. They have the hands and they have the ability to mold the bricks or blocks. So you look at priorities, which one is very important? And make them understand. Make sense out of it together. Okay. That is why we do write some proposals before a project. There's a concept, there's a proposal, and then you have a project report, a state, or a project. Okay. We also talked about cooperatives. It's one of the things that have come in to help in delivering the different projects that we have. Why do you think cooperatives come in? People ask for money from government, and government helps them. At the end of the day, it is a bummer. Things for the government, people think you just give us, and even if I eat, I don't pay back. It doesn't matter, right? After all, it's for the government. That's the mentality that most people have had for a long time. No paying back. And government does not just vomit money. They also borrow, from donors. From other countries like, and organizations like the World Bank, USA, British, Britain, and all that. They have to pay back that money. Now you give this money to the person who does not even have that heart to pay back. Who is this? It's the government. And if the government tries to pinch you for not paying back, it becomes political, right? This government is bad. No, this president is bad. This minister is bad. So you tune it to become political. And when citizens talk too much with this democracy, you know what happens? That government starts losing popularity, right? And now, if you look at 2024, 2023, 2025, we are going towards elections. And the loans are given to us, we do not pay by next year. What happens? The government also be hesitant to push people to pay, because it's also looking at its own popularity. If we try to, it will be taken as if we are mistreating our own citizens. But it has to pay back the loan. We are good at talking that this government is not doing what, this government is not doing what, but it's got also responsibility. So when it gets a loan from well-wishers, giving us we fail to pay, then we are making the government to fail, to run. So the mindset now has been it's for the government. Something for the government in our mindset low-mindedness. We think that it is something that is for free. Why have we failed to develop? And so the government is also afraid to give loans to people. Well, they know that will not pay back. I will tell you that. People will pay back. But there are other countries where there are proper guidelines. If you do not pay back, you'll be arrested. And people get serious, right? Yes. We give you the loan, you don't pay back for no proper reason, arrest. Even if you cry that the government is bad, but it has to pay back. It's just fine to help its own people. Okay? Cooperatives. What is very important is there must be a system that sees. You know seeing, right? There must be a system that checks. Are you capable of sustaining the loan that we can give you? So we have to check, is this person capable of paying back the loan? That is very important. There must be a way of screening individuals who apply for loans. Not giving you a loan because you are minority. No. I'll tell you that to back. But in most cases, unfortunately, that's what happens. Because once somebody knows that you need to benefit, then the whole system is compromised. Cooperatives. If you would want to give a loan to somebody in such a developing country, what would be the most important thing? Let's give loans to people who are ready to pay back. Now you give a loan to an old woman. You give the loan to a drunkard. Are they going to pay back? Give loans to people who are energetic and can wait. People who are into business, or have ideas of business. It's easy to know. Why give the loan to somebody who won't pay back? And you know that the person is not going to pay back. That's a waste. So cooperatives came in because when we give money to individuals, experience, right? You would run away. You go to South Africa, we're not going to know. You go to Korea, we're not know, right? So what should we do to protect this money for the government, which may have been borrowed or donated? So let us form cooperatives. Names of people, at least 10, right? And not all of you will run away. At least we'll have a way of tracing 1 or 2. So when we give up the money, not all the amount may be wasted. Hence, the aspect of what? Cooperatives. So that people can work together, and also you could be encouraged by the effort of the other person. Okay? Good. We also talk about community development, and then resettlement, administrative structures, and the issue of planning and coordination. The issue of planning and coordination. Can also be said No, I want your ears. Because when you're just watching it on the video, you don't want it. In the video.
No problem.
What? What did you say?
No problem.
No problem. I can just switch on the light. I feel it's hot, it's dark. What is an indicator? Indicators, when you talk about indicators of development, what is an indicator? Can somebody give an example of an indicator? What is an indicator? Okay, what does an indicator do?
It indicates the direction of where you want to go.
It gives direction of where one wants to go. Okay. So it could be a sign. Could we give examples of indicators that we know in our everyday life? An indicator that you know in your everyday life to anything. Sure. You know what? In an African setup, when a girl of age wakes up, or we're sitting, and then she just says, what comes to the mind of a young woman? What kind of sickness? Okay? You tell your mother or another lady that I'm feeling feverish, she'll just come and look at your eyes. You are pregnant. There are certain signs that, or indicators that show the person is in this condition or not. Some instances you find a boy putting on an earring, right? Those early signs would say this one is homosexual. Okay? Unfortunately, others will just put them anyhow, so it's a style. And then it happened one time. This boy thinks he's a young man, and then he puts on the style. And then the other guy who was a homosexual started caressing him. He said, "Man, what are you doing? You are putting on this and it's a sign that ignorance." Other examples of indicators now that we have given. What indicator shows that you are correlated?
You see the kind of situation?
No. I mean, any indicator that shows that you are a Korean. Same. What I'm saying is, okay, is there any symbol that shows he is Malawian? Any symbol to show that he is a Malawian? The accent, right? When he starts speaking Chichewa, you know that he's from Malawi, right? Mazubabaji, Maswaya is different from that greeting of yours, right? It's an indicator. Okay. If we look at the Malawi scenario now, what indicators of development would we mention? Development, rural development. In a rural area, when will we say something is changing? This one would be an indicator of development. The development is taking place here. What would you have seen to say that development is taking place here? Not just you're busy writing. You're not in class.
I am. Seriously.
Yes. Yes. If you are, then answer the question.
Okay. Access to basic services.
Access to?
Basic services.
Like?
Yeah, the conditions are really.
Education?
And the other point.
Can be another point.
Yes.
Health can be another point. Right?
No.
Health, no? Like people be dying in the rural area, right? Indicator of development, rural development. Health, you're saying no? Education, yes. It can be another, right? Why not health? Okay. So, indicators of rural development, we could be talking about education, we could be talking about what? Health. Okay. We could be talking about all right. Economy. Okay. The environment. We could talk about culture and relations. Okay. So let's look at economy. The economy as indicator number one of development. Then we look at education as indicator number two of rural development. And then we look at health as indicator number three of rural development. Then we look at environment. The environment as indicator number four of development, rural development. Then culture and leisure. What can we say about the economy as an indicator of rural development? Sharon, we are depending on you now. The economy as an indicator of rural development. What would you say? How can the economy become an indicator of rural development? When do we say there is poverty in a rural area? When do we say there is no development in a rural area? Let's start from there. Yes. We start from there, it will go there. Out it has jumped. You know how to come here. Yes.
Basically, when the people are not resourceful economically, their lives tend to they suffer because they don't have any resources to rely on. If the economy helps the people to sustain their lives, whereby they create I can say that the economy helps the people to provide for their families in the rural areas.
So we would say the economy helps people to provide for their families. So when they fail to provide for their families, then the economy is disabled. Rural development is disabled. When you fail to provide the basic needs for yourself, for your family, there is no rural development. You have poor sanitation, water, poor hygiene, there is no development. You have no schools, there is no development, rural development. No health facility, there is no development. But on the economic aspect, how do you justify that? On the economic aspect, what is an economy?
I don't know how. They need to be efficient. When economically they are. But if people have enough money to defend how are they defend themselves if economy when they need to do something else, sure that they're capable to help their family. Okay.
Yeah, he's here, so let him answer. Did you get her question?
Okay, you said, just to some people don't cooperate, you count economy, like if there's economy, people will be able to sustain their family, right?
Yes.
How? Because economy is there, but if people have strong money to do something else, I don't think they can be able to.
Okay, let's say with the available resources, let's say for instance this area the local resources which the people they will depend on let's say for instance the liver and they will produce maybe tomatoes and they will be doing irrigation. And through those resources, they will sell those tomatoes to cities and to urban areas, and in return, they will have some income which will help in their families.
Okay, thank you. It's just I wanted to get the explanation because I feel that there's something missing.
Do we understand what we mean by an economy? What is an economy? What is an economy? The system that is used to produce goods and services. Production of goods and services. The system that is used to produce goods and services. So in a rural area, we have to look at is there any system that can be used to produce goods have made mention that agriculture is what rural people depend on. What system? So you could look at the economy as being interconnected with agriculture. With what kind of a service? Education. With what kind of a service? Health. Okay? Now, you look at agricultural income. In a rural area, when people are able to appreciate the proceeds from their work, it is from that which will help them now to start or improve their lives. Various factors that will help the annual agricultural production will include infrastructure, production, and distribution of those agricultural income. How is the agricultural income distributed? How is it produced in the first place? From the moment of preparation of the rainy season or the agricultural season, what are the methods that are used to produce? What kind of infrastructure, what kind of machinery are we using? If we were using horse, but now we are using horse tractors, we are using tractors, planters, harvesters, then we see that something is changing, right, for the better. Because change can also be for the worse. At an annual rate, how much do people realize? If the production increases, then we will determine the economic development in a local area. Right? Last year we produced 3 bags. This year we will produce 6 bags. That's a plus. So it means that in the method of production, it was a plus. How to use the farming resources, it was a plus. Okay? Now, the agricultural produce that is realized must be taken to the market. And that means there should be available market. But what happens in most of our developing countries? The first market that happens is through breakfast buyers. As soon as we finish the rainy season and we start harvesting the early stages, there is no government institution that gives itself like to start buying immediately. Why? They've got their own resources, right? The maize is not yet ready or hard enough. Because after buying from you, we will have to preserve it. And so because you want to send your children to school, you immediately after harvesting yourself. And others are hungry, so they buy. Okay? So we are talking about this system of production and marketability. Government will always have good prices. The breakfast buyers are going to come, which is, I can only, you have a price, but they'll tell you, I can only get this at this price. So they decide, for me, who labored the whole year. You know, because for them they're also looking at profit. So that when the government opens up the market, they will go and sell to the government. I am unable to wait because I have agent needs. Okay. we have the classical economist theory. Classical economist theory, which talks about the concept of circularity. The circulation of resources and interrelationship between investment, technology, and profit in the economy or in society. Okay? How are resources circulated? How is one resource investment connected to the other in the production of goods and provision of services? And then at the end of it, are we getting any profit? If there is no profit realized, then the economy is not growing, right? Okay? Look at different activities that the people in rural areas might be involved in. You talk about dairy farming, you talk about poultry farming, you talk about some vocational training. That generates income other than just agriculture for going into the fields to teach the land. We know that agriculture is the dominant one, but we have also some other activities that would help, other types of farming that would help to bring income, like dairy farming, others feed cattle, for milk production. Yeah? You may have 2, 3, 4 cows that produce milk, and every day you are sure, once they have the kids, and you are sure of selling something. Okay? There must be at least an everyday income to show that there is change taking place. Every day. I remember there was a certain friend of mine who was saying, if I can only manage every day to be making 20,000, that is better for me. Every day, 20,000, 50,000, that is better. If only you can manage to make how much per day, would you call it better? Lord, yes.
As the person says.
That one is for the first one, but now you.
Yeah. It all depends according to what I'm doing.
Yes. You. So say it, No.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned that many amount. Yes. The any are many.
Yeah.
50.
Yes.
Every day. You will be okay.
Yes.
Okay? Well,
120.
120 per day. Okay. Sharon, are you getting that? I would be comfortable every day. She would be making 120,000. She would be comfortable if she was making 50,000 a day. What about you? How much would you be comfortable to be making every day if you were to say, I think, now, being in a rural setup, right? There's rural development taking place here. We're talking about indicators on the economic development. Economic rural development. How much would you be comfortable in a rural setup to say, at least every day if I was making this much, I would be happy? 50, 120?
Only?
every day, yeah.
on daily basis.
No idea for that.
No, she has an idea.
50?
Okay?
120.
120.
One is per day. Like per day. Only Friday. Only Friday. Rural. There are not many people already. 60? Alright. Good. So the economy must show through the resources available as well. But life has to change, for the better. The earnings of people, you must make sure that you're realizing profit. Then we'll say